Just setting up the stream. Gee, am I streaming? Am I streaming? Yes, I am streaming. The more I set up the streams, the more I realize how nice it would be to have like one of those screens that says stream starting soon. Because this is kind of annoying to deal with every single time. Hi Seki, how was your day? My day was pretty good. The same as usual, 4 hours of nothing. That's how it is every Thursday for me at school. I have this 4-hour gap where I do nothing after my biology class. I call it science class, but I realized since I have multiple science classes, I kind of have to be specific now. And so I have to wait 4 hours until I can start my next class, and that's how it always is every Thursday. It's also like that every Monday. And it's also like that every Wednesday, every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, like, we don't have chemistry lab. It goes on and off, so for those days, I sit down for almost 5 hours on Wednesdays. Oh, okay. Right here. Okay, let's turn on the Elgato, and we'll start the stream. Elgato, would you like to work? Elgato's probably going to have a delay, I imagine. Yeah. What is up with the Elgato? It has a delay every single time I start it up. Alright. Guys, Psyche pulled the S-skin. I pulled the S-skin, guys. Let's go. Alright, guys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. And today we are going to be testing out this hunter. What is his name? Wax artist. I almost called him a sculptor. He's kind of a sculptor. A wax sculptor. And so today we are going to be playing him. He just came out for the NAU server. I'm very excited to play him. One of the most original designs out there for a hunter like this. First time we see a machine gun-like character ever added. So I love his concept. I love his design. But it all comes down to the mechanics and how well the devs made him to control. Because depending on the way, depending on how good the devs are at managing third-person shooters, they either made this character amazing or using this character is really, really annoying. And we are going to see that very, very soon. I played this character for an hour, and so far, my thoughts about him have changed. First of all, I'd like to make up some errors that I said in my past streams about this hunter. In the past, I've said that the wax doesn't do any damage, and it seems that it doesn't do anything when you wax the survivor. It only decreases their power drop speed. I was wrong about that. You can also stun the survivors for 3 seconds after you get 100 wax on them. Easier said than done. We'll get to that later. But Wax Artist is, like I said, one of the coolest hunters ever added in this game. Definitely can just spray wax everywhere he wants, and he gets the wax back super quickly, so it makes up for the fact that he's always using it. On top of that, he also has Solid Wax. Solid Wax is wax that just immediately covers pallets and windows. On top of that, it automatically puts 25 wax on the survivor. I feel like that's a little bit underwhelming, 25 wax on the survivor, especially since you can get that amount in just 5 shots on the survivor. I feel like this should be more like 50 to make this a viable ability, but we'll get to that later. As for his main abilities involves waxing survivors when stunned, and his stun recovery is increased by 10%. Fun fact, Gamekeeper also has 20% increased pallet stun, but no one talks about that because it's not mentioned in his book. He also has this ability that, by utilizing wax sculpting techniques, a good artist can use temperature to mold and shape wax to their whim. Essentially, what this is saying is that when you shoot the wax, you can pretty much cover any window or pallet or cipher, and it turns solid. This is his external trait. He has this permanently throughout the game. So when you shoot the wax, it's trying to tell you, you don't just shoot at survivors. You can also shoot at other stuff, and it becomes solid. And his final ability, Molten Wax, It's cool and all. I've had some tries at it. It has a cooldown of 25 seconds, but it lasts for 25 seconds. So it lasts for a very long time. But there are a few problems with burning wax as well. We'll get to that later in the gameplay. As for builds, he definitely has to run detention, especially since it combos nicely with his ability to freeze survivors in place. Easier said than done. We'll get to that later. And at this point, this is all up for debate. I can't really say what trade you should use after this. Should you use insolence? Should you use faster power breaking speed? Should you use trump card? Now, this hunter has absolutely no mobility. So after you kill survivor, nobody rescues. You have to walk a long distance to the next cipher, most likely, unless there's a survivor decoding near you for some reason, which they should not be doing. So you're probably gonna need trump card. You're probably also gonna need faster power breaking because we'll get to this later. But you guys can see right there, duration of destroying pallets is 2.97 seconds. Let's go to the slowest pallet breaking hunter in this game. That is Spider, at a whopping 3.14 seconds. She used to break pallets quicker, but this was part of her nerfs back when she was S tier. That's crazy low. That's crazy slow. That is almost so slow that if you were to freeze a survivor in place across a pallet, it wouldn't do anything. Unless the survivor is right in front of the pallet, because you only freeze for 3 seconds and it takes you 3 seconds to break a pallet. So that's a big problem right away there. Because if they're a character like Mercenary or Perfumer, they're going to be able to use their ability before you get a chance to swing at them, which is a big problem. And then let's look at his vaulting over windows, 1.91 seconds. Let's look at the slowest window vaulter in this game for a second, which I believe is also Clown. Sorry, not Clown. Clown is one of the fastest. So let's take a look at Spider. 2.81 seconds, and I believe Mad Eyes is the second slowest at a whopping 2.22 seconds. So this is very comparable to Mad Eyes vaulting speed. You guys will heavily feel it when I'm going to be playing. For an idea, Ripper is one of the faster window vaulting. No, he's the same amount. So the average seems to be about 1.9, 1.98, something around that number seems to be the average vaulting over windows, and he's below average in terms of vaulting over oh no, actually he's above average for vaulting over windows. I don't know, it feels so slow is my point. But in terms of destroying pallets, you guys will definitely feel it. Destroying pallets is a big problem with this character. That's why I'm almost wondering, should you run faster power breaking on this hunter? So definitely a lot of problems, and we'll get to them one by one as we play this character. What I will say this, I won't say too much yet. You guys will experience it with me, but I'll say this. At first, I said, before I got to play him, I played him about an hour today. In the past few streams, I said he was about A tier. All I'll say is that my opinion about his tier has changed for the better or for the worse. I'll let you guys decide on that. Psyche, I'm doing my dinner, but that is not an obstacle to see your stream. Thank you, Moises. Happy to have you here. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Jam says hi, Psyche. Say hi back to him. Welcome to the stream, Jam. Hello, hello. Alright, so right away we got a Mercenary here. I do like to see Mercenaries. I prefer to face meta rescuers here. So something like a Forward or Mercenary. Never mind, we're not going to have a Mercenary. Wax Artist, more like C-. You don't completely get that. I have not played Wax Artist on Chinatown yet. So there's a lot of mechanic issues with Wax Artist. The biggest one you guys will see is that Wax Artist is one of the few hunters in this game that cannot hit over walls or through walls. Now recently in Identity 5, if you look at all the hunters in this game, it's just become more and more common to see hunters that can either be behind walls, hit through walls, jump over walls. Blizzard's not the greatest example, but Blood Queen hits through walls, goes through walls. Guard 26 hits through walls. Cats for the ant can go through walls. Notes, statues, even Percy can jump over walls. Breaking Wheel just straight up hits you with spikes through the walls. Naiad, it surrounds the walls. Wax Artist is one of the hunters in this game that cannot hit through walls. What does this mean exactly? This means an age-old strategy for survivors will be reviving if Wax Artist is used, and that is tight kiting. Tight kiting is the act where you circle the same pallet multiple times in a row. And you guys are going to see very quickly that Wax Artist has no easy answer to that, because while Wax Artist can wax up windows and they can wax up pallets, it's extremely difficult to deal with pallets that aren't dropped, because you cannot wax pallets that aren't dropped. So that's a big issue with the Wax Artist. I believe someone spawns right over here. The problem is this is not the greatest place to chase survivors, so I'll go over here. In terms of the gun, let's go over the gun real quick. There are problems with the gun. It is not fun to shoot. It feels very buggy. Almost like it tries to auto-aim for you every time you try shooting with it. And every time survivors reach a pallet, I'm praying that they drop it. Because if they don't drop it, well, I'm in trouble, basically. Now, unfortunately, Prospector is one of the better counters to this hunter. Ooh, nice. We got him with the 25 wax after he stunned us, so that was really nice. That was a great example of us getting stunned and hitting the Prospector with wax. Now, right here, because he's trying to transition, this is going to be a great example of us being able to stop him right in place. I'm actually very surprised. So, against this hunter, do not try to transition. Just staying at the same pallet and not dropping it tends to do really good against this hunter, because this hunter struggles severely, extremely severely, with dealing... Oh, does this count? Yeah. So going through portals also counts as dealing wax. So that's good to know. You do have to concentrate a little bit with this hunter. This is not the easiest hunter to play. Definitely not. That is a beautiful use of our wax ability right there. It's going to stop 2 pallets in place. We're actually doing better than I thought. Okay, but this is where the problems start coming in. You have no answer to cipher machines. We have no answer to cipher machines. And assuming that survivors don't drop their pallets too quickly, like right there, we would have been screwed if the Prospector wasn't dropping his pallets right away. But because he was dropping them right away, we have a problem. For him, he has a problem, because then we can just cover them up. But if you're going against a smart survivor, that's not going to happen, and you're going to have a rough time. Unfortunately, someone else went to resin, so I'm just going to hit her for presence now. And I've also been thinking about that maybe Blink is not the best trait for him. But in general, it seems to be really hard. Let's stop that. Does this stop this? No, it doesn't. It doesn't stop healing. Oh, wait, it did? Oh, I think it did. I think freezing the survivor actually stopped healing, so that was another good use. But I'm actually thinking about not using Blink on this hunter. Real quick, let's talk about traits. I feel I've been trying to test out Blink. I haven't been getting that much use out of Blink, honestly. The biggest problem is that if you run Blink, you have absolutely no answer to these cipher machines later on in the game, and it's a big problem. That was a cool wax throw and all, but it's not really gonna do us a whole lot. Now let's use this. This will damage the survivor. We can also do this. Oh, I forgot! This is another problem of Wax Artists. We'll get to all those in a second. For now, let's just play the game. As for hitboxes, he actually does have a pretty decent hitbox, and his recovery is surprisingly fast, so really solid overall. I saw people, okay, Jillian says that they saw people use Patroller with this hunter. The problem with using Patroller is that I can see people using it for the hot wax, but there's a big problem with that, because you're essentially gonna be waiting half the game to even have that ability, which is not good. You should have a more useful trait before then to help you chase those survivors. Alright, we're doing fine. We're doing okay, I would say. We're probably only going to be able to tie this game though. Oh, thankfully this priestess is, for whatever reason, not leaving the cipher, so we're going to be able to get an easy down. You guys might be noticing, this is really important to notice, but you guys may have noticed that when I heat up the wax, my wax cannot cover pallets or ciphers anymore. So that is a kind of a problem with this hunter, that once you activate a certain mode, you completely lose out on one of the modes, meaning that suddenly it's completely fine to use pallets such as these, because he cannot cover them. Unfortunately, because I just got rid of my wax, I can't cover up that. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, they just straight up hit them on the other side. Okay, another nice thing about the heated wax is that it actually does constantly does damage. Oh well, someone else activated that. But you guys are seeing here, I'm not even able to deal with this pallet. Even with the bad pallets, Waxers just has nothing to deal with them, just because he cannot hit the walls. Alright, real quick, it is important to know this, but Waxars can actually cover the exit gate, so... after waiting an eternity to launch this wax, we can actually cover up the exit gate. Which is real nice, but no one was there in the first place, so... I literally did that for demonstration purposes, and we got tinnitus, so they're gonna get a rescue off. I don't know how quickly we're gonna be able to get there, though. Probably not very quickly. So unfortunately, it's kind of unlucky that right after I teleported, I got tinnitus, but... maybe we can still reach the gate. Looks like I got, tinnitus really early on. What is going on here? Are they on the other side of this wall? Yeah, I think they are, yeah, they are. Well, we better hurry up, because that game might be very close to being done. I'm not going to use my heated wax yet, because I think the priestess has some portals up still. I don't want to activate my wax and then she portals through. This would actually... yeah... Okay, let's just use the regular wax for now. She's not really doing anything. Okay, does she have anything is the question. I don't think she does. Okay, let's just use the heated wax because it doesn't look like she has anything. No way! There's another portal here? That's really frustrating. Okay, you guys saw right there. By getting stunned, we just instantly gave wax to that priestess, so that... against priestess, this hunter is pretty solid. I will say that. And we are gonna force this person to leave, so... you, sir, can leave. Get out of here. And we do manage to pull the win. And I feel like we didn't even do that much wrong. It just Waxarus is gonna be really weak against pressuring those ciphers. So, against good survivors, what good survivors are going to do against you as Waxars is they're going to typically avoid windows because you can cover those up. And they're going to be using pals that aren't dropped because you cannot deal with pals that aren't dropped. The biggest problem with Waxars right now is that if you try to contest the survivor at a pallet, and if that pallet isn't dropped, you're either praying that the survivor drops the pallet while you're shooting, or you just swing. You just swing and hope that they drop the pallet. Or maybe you try going on the other side of the pallet and hope they didn't drop it on you, so you get a hit that way. None of those methods are super reliable, because a good survivor with good reflexes and a survivor that knows what they're doing, they're not going to let that happen very easily. They might do a mistake every once in a while, but those are not reliable methods to catch survivors with, and on this map, we're definitely going to need to teleport. Like I said, I'm finding it really hard to find a reliable build for this hunter. I could try one right here. I've been thinking about this one on larger maps. Maybe Insolence is good, but the problem with this ability is that it really doesn't give that much wax. And you guys may have noticed that I can't drop wax at my feet. This is a really big problem with Waxars. There are so many mechanical issues with this hunter. You guys see at the very bottom it says charging duration must be at least 0.5 seconds. Now, when I first read that, I thought that's fair. But what I didn't know is it's not fair that the distance keeps increasing while you're charging it. Like, let's say if you wanted to drop wax at your feet, you couldn't. You wouldn't be able to, because it just simply won't let you. I don't know what's but please just put on something. Okay, I didn't have enough time to think about my build. Yeah. Is 12 really necessary? I mean, he could cover the window himself. The problem is that the problem is that the wax gun is kind of inaccurate. It's really hard to use. It's really difficult to aim windows without the ball just going right through the window over it. And then what ends up happening is your wax just goes right above the window and you're not even covering it. And the most reliable way of covering windows would be using the solid wax. But even then, good survivors are not going to be relying on windows against you. Good survivors will know that your weakness is pallets that aren't dropped yet. Because I can't cover pallets that aren't dropped. It's impossible. And so, there's kind of a lot of problems. Let's just say that. Alright, someone is there, but they saw me from far away. That was just a perfumer anyway. Hopefully we can find an easier to catch survivor. Let's break this power right away to surprise the survivor later on. What is this quest right over here? Launch wax over 30 meters away. Oh man, did they really go behind the tent? That would be really annoying. Maybe they're behind there. Alright, well I'm very glad I equipped Quenching Thirst. Because we are going to be able to see the survivors now. I should have teleported on the prisoner, but Coordinator is fine as well. So let's just take an eternity to break this pallet, and you guys are going to see here, I literally cannot do anything about this Coordinator that's standing behind the pallet. Alright, like literally you're just praying that they're not smart survivors and that they're going to leave the pallet when they shouldn't. And that's the biggest issue with Wax Artists right now. Shoot, I'll just hit her to give me presents at this point. I meant to increase the wax to just 95%. Oh, that was a beautiful wax. Alright, nice. She isn't going to be able to shoot her gun. Nice. So, using great gun shooting, gun aim, we were able to hit the Coordinator and we were able to stun her a few times there. Alright, but real quick before I... No, I'm not going to be able to show you guys because you're going to do it instant risky. Okay, we kind of have to chase the same target. Sierra's probably trying to farm me, but... Yeah, so let's do this. We might go after this Sierra now. This is kind of hard to say. The good news is that because we chased away the Coordinator isn't going to be able to work on a Cypher anytime soon. Coordinator had a gun anyway, and I feel like we weren't going to catch her anytime soon. The problem is that we have a different problem now. It's that that Coordinator is probably going to shoot me in the face, and this didn't get us anywhere, to be completely honest. But that is a Perfumer, and Perfumer is going to go rescue. I do have to keep my ass off for the Coordinator, though. I literally can't do anything to stop this rescue. This is really obnoxious. I cannot do anything to stop that rescue as Wax Arts. Even if I had my heated wax, the Perfumer would have just used her perfume as she's walking to the chair, save the Seer, and then just run away with perfume. She would just use her perfume to teleport back. And there would be nothing I can do. Wax Arts has absolutely no way of pressuring chairs. Stopping chairs. The only way to pressure chairs is if someone comes last second, and hopefully you can freeze them in place. That's the one way I can think of. But otherwise, there's not going to be an efficient way. Launch wax over 30 meters away. Let's do that right now. I can't really leave this chair. I might be able to wax that, but no one's even working on it. So what's the point? Okay, let's try it out right here. She's literally just going to perfume. She's gonna rescue, and even if I damage her, it's not gonna work out for me. I mean, maybe I could damage her right now. Yeah, maybe now I can damage her. Is that gonna touch her? No, I screwed up. That is not gonna touch her. Alright. Oh, and no, the heated wax is... She's at 83 heated wax, but it's just gonna disappear because my heated wax ran out. Prisoner is working on the last cipher, though, so I have to watch out. I can't be chasing the Coordinator too long. I'll probably break the connection, and hopefully Coordinator's just following me mindlessly, and I'll be able to kill her. She has been on chair one time so far. Dang, we might have to actually teleport on the prisoner. The cipher's primed. Yeah, I actually can't use my teleport now because I have to save it for the exit gates. Dang, there's a lot of problems with this entry. Let's not use the heated wax yet. For now, let's just wax up the survivor and freeze them in place. Hopefully, if my gun isn't gonna be buggy. Are they at the cipher? No, they're not at the cipher. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to. Actually, I might be able to still chase them because no one's at the cipher. So the nice thing about the burning wax, as I mentioned earlier, is that once you hit the survivor with burning wax one time, it keeps stacking up. So you guys may have noticed at the top right there, when I was hitting the prisoner with the wax balls, after I stopped shooting him, it was still slightly increasing. So hopefully this wax can go off of cooldown soon, so I can cover up this cipher. Okay. She's gonna waste her gun. That's awesome, because they can't even decode the cipher in the first place. Okay, please don't be able to just straight up decode it though. Okay, no, you can't. Nice. Okay, the only reason we're getting away with this is because they're not gonna be able to decode it. Every time that cipher becomes able to decode though, every time they can decode the cipher, I'm gonna have to cover it up. It disappears every 10 seconds, so I'm gonna have to cover it up again very soon. Here we go. And I only have... Oh, okay. Well, actually, I'm getting kind of lucky right now because these survivors, I don't even know how Wax Artist works. But if these survivors did know, I'm sure if they did know, they would just start doing a new cipher. In fact, I think Prisoner just set up a connection right now. So, I think we might be done for in terms of that cipher. Maybe this can stop Prisoner connections. Oh my gosh, these walls are so annoying. The walls are so annoying. I can't shoot over the walls. It's so bad. And because I activated heated wax, I'm not going to be able to cover up the cipher. I can do that at least. At least I can do that. But yeah, no one's going to rescue the coordinator because no one can. So I'm just going to go pick up the perfumer now. I'll break this connection right away though. How many days has Wax Artist been out? He's been out for exactly 1 day. He got released in the game for the NEEU server yesterday. And as of right now, I know we're doing well right now, but that's really because if these survivors were just a little bit better at cipher rushing, or more patient with their pallets, not dropping their pallets right away, so then I can't really deal with them well, then we would be in a lot more trouble. We should probably, honestly, we should be tying this game right now, but thankfully to some mistakes, we were able to bring it back. Good thing we were able to stop the cipher with the wax, so we were able to get some good use. I don't know what's going on here. Why am I not able to shoot farther than this? Is it because the wax is going to hit the top of the station? That would be kind of dumb if that was the case. I haven't been keeping track of wins and losses, so we'll do that right now. So we are 2-0-0. Yeah, he's new. It's completely understandable if people don't know how to counter him, but once people realize that Wax Artist can't do anything about pals that haven't been dropped, then it's going to be really tough. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's the best idea I can come up with in terms of people not dropping pallets. If people aren't dropping pallets against you, then what you can do is you can start running Berserker. Not Berserker, Rage. And if you run Rage, you can just straight up walk through the pallet, and every time they try stunning you, because they'll have no other option to stun you once you're trying to walk through the pallet or else you're getting hit, then they'll get hit with 25% wax, and then you'll be able to come out of stun recovery quicker. That's the best I can come up with. So basically, you're just going to tank every single pallet, as many pallets as possible, and you're just going to, keep trying to do that until you eventually stun them. Or force them to transition. Just force them to drop the pallet. That's the best strategy I can come up with Wax Artist. Because he can't wax pallets and he has no answer to pallets, or survivors behind walls. He has no answer to survivors that are behind walls. He has no answer to tie kiting. So his best option is going to be trying to use that ability where every time he gets stunned, he puts wax on the survivor, and hopefully you do that enough times until they freeze in place and you can hit them once. But that's one time. You have to get stunned 4 times for that to work. And probably most likely, if you get stunned even one time, that's going to be enough time for the survivor to go to the next pallet and just drop it early to give some distance, and they'll just tight kite the next pallet. So if you eat every single pallet, they're just gonna transition to a new pallet before you can get stunned by the next one. They're probably gonna drop it early on. Like right now, on Arms Factory, a perfect example of this would be like they'll be inside of shed, they'll drop the shed pallet, and they'll vault the window, and they'll go over there, and they'll start tight kiting you, and you'll have no answer. So eventually they'll stun you, and yes, you'll get one stun off. Why am I walking this direction, by the way? And yes, you'll get 25 whacks on them, but then what they're gonna do is they're gonna, after dropping that one pallet on you, they're gonna go to the second pallet and drop it on the other side. And then you'll be completely cornered, and you'll be forced to break at least one pallet. So let's see here. This is really rough. This is really rough. In my experience so far, Blink has not been super good on Wax Arts, because what ends up happening is that I'm completely screwed when survivors try to when survivors don't rescue, because then I have nothing to do when survivors are just decoding from far, and I can't pressure the ciphers at all. He absolutely needs something to pressure those ciphers. Without it, he's in trouble. Nice, so we are gonna be... Okay, that didn't cover the pallet. So we're gonna do this, then we're gonna hit the owl. Keep this in mind, guys. Before you hit the survivor, let's say they're at full health. Wax them up a little bit, and then hit them. This way, the next time you come in contact with them, you can freeze them right away. Kind of. Assuming that the gun isn't trying to bug on you. In terms of... Let's talk a little bit about how fun this character is to play. Definitely, like I said, one of the most unique survivors to this game added. Hunters, to be added in this game, where you can just straight up machine gun survivors. Now, when you try machine gunning them from far, there's no way you know where you're aiming. So that doesn't work. And if you try shooting at windows, it's really rough, because what ends up happening is that you often just hit above the window, or like through the window instead of at the window directly. You'll have to like hit at an angle to make it work. And on top of that, you guys may be noticing that every single time I use the gun... I should have stayed inside that pallet. Wait, I didn't even hit him? I thought that was a hit. Okay. Okay, so now we're actually going to get amazing use out of this. Kind of amazing use. I don't know why these survivors are stacking up. We're just going to get a lot of damage now. Heated wax does not cover windows, guys. Keep that in mind. So what ends up happening is you just hit the side of the window for no reason. Come on, hit. Yes. Okay, I got it right before my wax ran out. My hot wax ran out. Assuming survivors are just giving you tons of free hits and they're going to double rescue, yes, you're going to win with this character, but you would win with any hunter at that point. Waxhurst is just, has absolutely no mobility, and he has nothing to answer survivors that are trying to rescue. The heated wax is the best you'll do, but they're probably throwing Psyche. I know, Genesis, I know. This isn't rank match, and you can't use this hunter in rank match yet. But just to give you guys an idea, we're not facing pro survivors. I'm not really doing anything wrong. I'm playing the hunter to the best of this ability. It's not like I'm just straight up missing all my shots. I'm aiming a lot of them. I'm making sure to maximize how well I'm stacking up wax on the survivors. But even then, it just takes too long. And the gun is kind of hard to use as well, because it forces you to shoot in a specific part of the screen. You guys may notice right here that if I try aiming up to the sky, like right here, my camera's up to the sky, it's just going to move my camera down, and it's really annoying. I'm trying to aim up and it moves it down. If I try to aim down, it moves it back up. They need to remove that. That's not fun. If it weren't for that, if they dealt with that, this would actually be much more enjoyable. But because of that single-handed issue, like, look at this. I can't even use my wax because I have to charge it up a little bit. But if I try charging it up, it's just going to shoot too far away. Okay, right here. What is going on? Why are people constantly missing calibrations over there? It's not like a robot is decoding here. Alright, now we can actually use the teleport. Hello? Okay, I forgot. If your wax runs out, you actually can't use... Okay, real quick. It's kind of annoying how I have to waste time shooting that. Nice. Everyone was just standing there. Use cold wax to oil... Use cold wax oil to survivors with sputter. I want to get these deductions done real quick, so... we're kind of risking a tie, though, so I won't do that. Is the person AFK most likely? Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that cipher should have been primed by now. There were notifications happening, but the cipher wasn't shaking at all. Even after the calibration went away, so they probably went AFK, and honestly, we probably should have tied this game once again. So all 3 of our games so far has been us should have been tying. I was playing this Hunter earlier, guys, and I was tying almost every single game. That's a combo you can do right there. You can actually increase the wax to 75 and then use the solid wax, but even then, sometimes you may end up missing your solid wax because it forces you to shoot farther. Real quick, before we go into the next match, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about with the solid wax. Wax Artist has a blind spot with his ability, and it's really, really annoying. This is extremely annoying. I did not know that it would work out this way. So the solid wax, we all know that with the solid wax, you have to wait 0.5 seconds before you can shoot it. But the problem with that is that he has a blind spot, because he can't shoot the wax in front of himself because he has to wait 0.5 seconds. And if you wait 0.5 seconds, then it's going to shoot slightly farther than you want it to. And it literally forces you to walk backwards. It's the mechanics of this Hunter need a lot of work. The camera, for example, if I'm trying to aim at a survivor right under me, like right there, the camera just automatically aims up. And it's really annoying, because then when I try changing the camera, it's not really letting me. You literally have to use one finger to move the camera side to side, and then the thumb to move from left to right, from up down. And there's almost no sensitivity with this thing. I'm moving my finger all across my screen, and this thing is hardly moving up and down. So that's really annoying. Let's actually put up some presents, and you guys will see what I'm going to talk about with this solid wax. Let's imagine I'm getting tight-kited, okay? This is the optimal strategy against survivors. Imagine you're getting tight-kited, and survivors tight-kiting you at these nightmare palettes to deal with as wax artists. Let's say you want to use your solid wax to at least wax them up every time they try to tight-kite in it. For starters, it only waxes them one time. It's not like it hits them with wax multiple times every time they walk through it. It only counts one time. So that's already a problem. But imagine we were walking through this palette and we wanted to wax this palette. We quite literally cannot, because because it literally forces us to wait 0.5 seconds before we can shoot, and by then, too much time passes. We're going to be shooting it too far away. We would have to specifically aim at a wall to do that. And it's really annoying, because if there's a survivor out in the open, there's nothing you can do. You can walk backwards and hopefully they'll stay in the same spot. But otherwise it doesn't do anything. Like if there's a survivor right here, I have to charge it up, but by then it's too far away. So that's really annoying. And yeah. A lot of issues with these hunters. With this hunter specifically. Let's just say NetEase. You'd think NetEase would be good at making third-person shooter games when they made Rules of Survival, but Rules of Survival is literally just a copy of PUBG, by the way. I played it. And you'd think they would be good at using third-person shooters, but nah, fam. In this game, you're going to get the buggiest thing ever. Every time you try to shoot, your camera's going to change. Which survivors do you think is a wax artist counter? even Mechanic can counter this guy. It's actually depressing. Because all you have to do is you have to tight kite him. And Mechanic doesn't have a debuff against tight kiting. She only has a debuff against vaulting. In terms of dropping pallets, yes, she does have a debuff there. But if you're dropping the pallets on his face, it doesn't matter. Because you're stunning him. Even Mechanic can counter this guy. Because all you have to do is tight kite him. And tight kiting doesn't really require anything. If you're looking for Wax Artist counters though, we're not really looking at specific survivors. We're looking at types of areas. So if we're on Moonlit, for example, Moonlit is one of the worst maps to go against. Not the worst, maybe it is the worst, but one of the better maps for Wax Artists, just because when you drop the pal, it's really hard to move on to the next pal without him stunning you in place. But if it's something like Arms Factory, Hospital, Church, where after you drop the pallet, you can just move on to the next pallet and tie him at that next pallet there, it becomes a problem. So really, you don't even, in theory, you don't need abilities because this guy's abilities cannot hit you through walls. If you're constantly behind these walls, it's going to be really difficult. Even the overheated wax, even the hot wax gets countered by walls. It's really sad. The hot wax literally gets countered by walls because he cannot shoot through walls. He's pretty good at stopping before half rescues. You're gonna have to explain me all of that because Mercenary is meta and you're not gonna be able to do that against Mercenary. I mean, if that were the case, then I would be questioning what kind of survivors you're going against. But against, like, for example, let's put me in this situation. If I was Mercenary, would I be if I was Mercenary and I was assessing a rescue, the risk of rescuing? For example, one of the most important things to do as Mercenary or any rescuer in general is to think about the risk of rescuing. Is there any particular risk by rescuing? Like, for example, there's a high risk you'll fail against Penguin and Sculptor, or something like Gamekeeper, because those types of hunters, it's really difficult to react to their abilities. They're kind of more luck-based, if anything, just by hoping that you're not in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you don't touch the chair at the wrong time. But with Wax Artist, I'm not scared of this dude at all. For starters, he has nothing to damage me. He needs full presence to damage me. On top of that, if he does somehow find me from far, guess what's about to happen? I'm just gonna elbow pad away and there's nothing he's gonna be able to do about it because this guy has no mobility. There's gonna be nothing this hunter can do against Mercenary. And if it's Gravekeeper, you can forget about hitting him with the wax at all because he's just gonna go in the shovel. You guys see what I'm talking about with the wax? You have to charge it up a little bit and then... Oh, she actually touched it. I think she touched it. Did she touch it? Honestly, I probably didn't even need the wax here. This pallet is so bad that I can just hit her basic with the basic. Seal pallets or windows with wax one time. Let's do that right now because I want to get these deductions done. Even with hot wax, just elbow pad away. I know that's a meme. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. I know that's kind of like a meme because it sounds like I say elbow pad away from everything, but the truth is, really, that is what you do. And if you're Gravekeeper, you would just use your shovel. So just shovel away. In that case, if you're Coordinator, just shoot away. Okay, we have to knowingly charge this. Let's damage him as well. Hello, can I shoot? I think he's just going to put a painting down, so let's not do that. Did I get carried away? That's the question. Did my wax go away? Oh, no. Wait, I already hit her. My bad. I already hit her. I didn't even realize. I'm getting too carried away by talking. Okay. I didn't think he was there. My bad. This is completely fine. I'm okay with this. Because he just put a bunch of wax everywhere. Wait, where did the mechanic go? I swear she was here. God, this is gonna be annoying. My fault. Let's just hit you. I don't know how that didn't count as a hit. I'm kind of confused. It takes too long to cover them in wax. I have to go after the mechanic. Please hit. Did that hit? Yes, it did hit, but my hot wax is about to run out, so I'm gonna have to start over anyway. Yep, so now I have to start over. Wait, maybe this will be enough to kill her. Actually, no, she's not even gonna try. Anyway, yes, Waxars is out, but I thought he would be a little bit better than this. Use teleport. Oopsie, we kind of just exposed that we had teleport. I'm actually not going to teleport away. But the cipher is almost done because we had to walk to it. But teleporting also wouldn't have been exactly a good play because we're not exactly really close. We're not exactly really far away to make it work. This guy is literally typing. And I don't think we're actually going to be able to chase him because we have to stop this cipher as well. Is anyone working on that cipher? No. I'm gonna stop this. We actually could have covered that window, maybe, but she probably would have vaulted it. She probably, if this is a smart survivor, they probably would see me charging it up. Oh my gosh, she just hit up this time. I actually have to focus now. If we're gonna make a comeback, we kind of have to focus. Well, she should take damage, at least. Honestly, that's okay, because we're probably gonna have to let go of that pallet anyway. Please kill him! Please let that be enough to kill him. Please let this stun strategy work. Yes, the stun strategy did work. So that's my best idea to deal with tight kiting. Do this, please! Yes! Let's go! It actually worked! Okay, if the survivor is foolish enough to use windows, yes, the solid wax does a good job. I'll give him that. I'll give him that, but that's assuming if they're foolish enough to do that. But remember, this guy still has the painting left, so we're not in the clear yet. No one's on that cipher. And, we're just gonna do this. Please activate! That's so annoying! I have to walk away just to activate it. Why is she running away? This is not helping her in the slightest. She's actually gonna die now. If that doctor just rescued right as she saw I was activating Hot Wax, then that wouldn't have happened. Fun fact, you can actually see that I have Hot Wax on me. My wax turns a different color. Well, it turned darker in some spots. Actually, can you not tell? You might not be able to tell on the skin, actually. I just realized that. Let's drop her, actually, because we have a tinnitus mode. It's time to gird up, fellas. It's time to gird up. That was such a big screw. She's gonna be able to pick herself up very quickly. No one is at this gate? How many seconds passed since the cipher's popped? Are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm kind of hoping Doctor just used her self-revive already, to be honest with you guys. Please, the charging is so slow. That is so painfully slow. Oh, the gate's already open. Wait, maybe we can stop him? No. I shouldn't have done that. No, why did I activate that? I need to freeze him in place. Oh wait, this might actually work. Oh! No, she's just going to... yeah, she's just gonna use her speed boosting right now. Oh wait, I think Dungeon is there. Is Dungeon there? Just in case Dungeon is there, I have to go. But Dungeon isn't here. We should have had that win, honestly. We should have had that win. Dude, what cipher was shaking? No cipher was shaking there. I specifically looked around. No cipher was shaking. Was she working on that cipher? That one was my fault. But you could also argue if the survivors played better, I should have tied anyway. Fun fact, if you use Hot Wax on Wilding, even if he's on board, he'll take 50% damage. The important thing is, does it knock him off the board? Is this going to be a repeat of the Naya match? No. Who remembers the Naya match where I was doing really good, and then it turned into a loss because there was Dungeon in the right place at the right time? It does? Oh, so as if Wildling wasn't already bad enough. One of the worst survivors in this game, if not the worst. I argue that he is the worst survivor in this game. He was already not that good. The only reason they nerfed him was because he was being overused in tournaments. He wasn't even a win survivor. They didn't use him to win games. They used him to guarantee that the hunter doesn't 4-man. So what they do is they have the Wildling just stay alive the whole game by getting on his pig, and then he just runs away from the hunter for like 10 minutes straight until the third person who the hunter knocked down dies from bleeding out, and then he just escapes your dungeon. That's the only reason they nerfed Wildling. He really wasn't a good rank survivor because he's mostly used just for ties and preventing the 4-mans in tournaments. Obviously, you don't want ties or in rank, and you don't really care about one person escaping either if the other 3 die. We're gonna keep trying this build, but I really don't think Insolence is gonna be that great. Love it when YouTube doesn't notify me of live streams. That happens, I know. Even if you activate notifications for live streams, typically YouTube does a bad job at it. Thanks, YouTube. They said that they would nerf Cypher Rush, and here we are. I don't know. They nerfed Cypher Rush 2.5 years ago. Is it really still broken? If you're playing something like, what's it called? Sculptor or Dream Witch, it's a lot easier to deal with, but it's really only specific hunters that can deal with it well. So, what was that red dot there? That was a survivor. Alright. It is the same map. I don't want to make a fool out of myself, so let's actually focus this time. Oh my gosh, this is really annoying. This survivor knows I can't hit through walls or do anything. I'm just hopeless until I get it close in range. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That was good. Please? Okay. If she just hid behind that pallet though, I really wouldn't have been able to do anything. Let's reduce her healing. Unfortunately, the wax on that Cypher is going to disappear very soon. What? It doesn't prevent healing? Well, the good news is she's about to get frozen in place anyway. That is if I'm able to hit her. Wait. Oh, shoot. I thought I got her to 100. Some wax disappeared. That's kind of annoying. Some wax literally disappeared on me. The wax disappears so quickly. It's not like Naiad where it decreases 1% at a time. It decreases like 9% at a time. It's crazy. Okay, and now you guys are saying that now after we chair the survivor, we literally can't do anything about the Cypher machines. All we can do is just watch. Like, at least if I was Ripper right here, I would be able to speed boost right to one of those Cyphers and then teleport back to the chair after hopefully getting a hit with my Foggy Blade. But I really can't do anything here. And it takes a long time to... Oh my gosh, I didn't even hit. It takes way too long to charge that, by the way. It takes way too long. That's actually fine. It's good to hit the rescuer anyway. I might be able to hit him again. Yes, I am. Let's do this. And let's walk through these pallets so that if she stuns me, she just gets more hot wax on her. I have to do this. I wish I had normal wax right now because I'd be able to cover up that Cypher. But I literally cannot cover up that Cypher because I have hot wax. There was nothing I could do there. It was literally... I had hot wax. I can't answer that when I have hot wax. Stop right there. You're not picking up another one. Oh, we actually stopped her dance. That's kind of funny, I guess. Is this the second time we're dealing with a dancer on Eversleeping? This is kind of annoying. This is actually one of her better maps because of all the heights. Stun her, please. Got her. Spiky spitting facts? What is Spiky talking about? I'm seeing a lot of Spiky. Oh, they have 2 ciphers shaking. I guess I may as well teleport to one of them. Why did I even do that now that I think about it? What good did that do? Alright, well, we hit her, but I got stunned out of it, so what difference is it gonna make? Alright, hopefully we'll get some good value right here. Yes. Can we hit the other one? Please? I think she's gonna die. I don't even think we have to hit her with wax anymore, because the wax increases with time. It stopped at 97. It stopped at 97? Are you kidding me? What kind of sick joke is this? What? That's it, you're dying. I don't know why she ran back to me, but like I said, this isn't ranked match, so we're not gonna face the world's best survivors. Alright, and we're just gonna chair the entomologist as well. Just to force the prosecutor to make a move now. He actually already made a move, so we're not gonna be able to... Yeah, let's just stop this. Gosh, this takes so long to charge. And I can't hit through walls, so I'm kind of helpless, because if I try going around the building, he's just gonna go behind the next wall. Okay, let's get up close to him, just to hit him with wax. Nice. Nice, okay. So that was pretty good. Let's go after the entomologist now. I have a feeling she's going this way, because she saw me go the other direction. So hopefully I run into her. No, she just ran the other direction. I thought she would run in this direction because I turned around right after the chair ran out, so she wouldn't be able to see where I'm going anymore. We're kind of in a tight position right now because we really can't do anything. I think in this scenario the sticky wax is better. Are we hitting her or is that hitting her? We should be able to stun her right about now. Come on. Yes. Nice. So in that scenario, the sticky wax was a little bit better, but honestly, the hot wax probably would have done the same thing now that I think about it. It's kind of ironic because you think full presence would make him better, but in some situations, the hot wax just makes it so you can't cover up a cipher. Fun fact, these are actually 2 separate cooldowns, so I can shoot wax 2 times. So maybe there's some synergy there. Maybe I'm not thinking about that. Maybe I should be doing that more often. That is a real combo you can do there. You can actually use your regular wax and then use your other hot wax because it resets the cooldown. So it's pretty cool combo, but like I said, it only increases it by 25%. It should increase, the solid wax should be like 35%, 50% here if I'm being honest. That's what I would agree with because he is so hard to hit the wax with. When there's lots of walls, chill. Whatever is happening in chat, you guys gotta chill out. Let me move the stream chat a little bit because Ricardo's name is kind of cut off. Okay. So we did good that game. I feel like we did good. It's actually easy to juke him. He's got a large hitbox in terms of range, but in terms of width, it's not very long in terms of width. While cool wax has to cool down survivors' burning before they can increase wax, hogs will continue stacking down cool wax and damage. I don't completely understand that sentence. While cool wax has to cool down survivors' burning. You gotta add some commas in there, dude. I don't know what's going on in there. Hot wax will continue stacking on cool wax and damage them. So what you're saying is that when you shoot them with cool wax after you hit them with hot wax, it will continue stacking? Like, it's gonna be in the background? Okay, Spike, you gotta chill. You gotta chill at that point. Circles is his weakness. The screen won't go direct to survivors, it just miss. Psyche got the skin. Let's just say that I have friends who lend me stuff. This is not my account, but welcome to the stream anyway. Hey, I mean, it's good clickbait. You gotta love the clickbait factor. Just toss the skin right in there and you instantly increase your views by 50%. Let's go. We're getting a lot of dancers today. How many dancers are we getting? Let's do this. Because if she stuns me, that's increased 25 wax. And I actually put on rage. I dare you to stun me again. Oh, she just vaulted it for some reason. I hear what you're saying, Nick, that if you increase the hot wax to 80% and you use cool wax, it doesn't reset back to 0. I swear when I tried doing that one time, it reset back to 0. Why are we getting so many instant rescues today? This should not be this easy. Oh my gosh, the camera is so annoying when you try to shoot, it automatically changes it. I don't even need this wax, to be honest. She's just running out of wax. Well, now I do. Dang, it doesn't even increase wax by 25% because there's like a short cooldown period before they can get hit by wax. Dang, is she gonna get in hospital because of my mistake now? Dang, she is. I thought the 25 would still count. I know that they have a slight invulnerability after they break free, but jeez, come on. Where did she go, by the way? She vaulted out the window, so let's go. This worked out perfectly. Survivors hit by cool wax after getting burned with hot wax has to drain wax near to 0 before it'll stack on the wax. Hot wax will add on to cool wax. I swear in my case when I did that, that didn't happen. I swear for me it went back to 0. Maybe I just shot like a millisecond right after the hot wax disappeared. I don't know. Can I shoot up there? I doubt it. No, there's no way. Oh wait, no, I can. It actually is possible. Never mind. Never mind about that. I don't know why this perfumer is so late. Okay. It should not be this easy, but there should be like 2 ciphers left, honestly, to be fair. This is so annoying. I have to like charge a little. Nice. Honestly, all the perfumer had to do there was not drop the pallet, and I wouldn't have to be able to do it. I mean, I'd be able to walk through the pallet, and then I'd get more wax on her. Maybe I'm underrating this hunter a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit better than I think. I'm kind of getting more of the hang of it while I play. Still, though, early game tight kiting is going to be a nightmare with it. What are you doing? Oh, come on. The nice thing is that the hot wax is going to be amazing in basement. Oh yeah? What you going to do about this? Let's see you deal with this. Let's go. Oh, you want some of this too? Nice! And she hit me with the stun, so it canceled out. Please, sniper? Oh, I got... That's what it got blocked by? No. Okay, I thought it got blocked by the other one. That's... Oh, she's back. Alright. Pretty good stuff. That game went a lot better. I don't know if I'm just playing better by allowing myself to get stunned. Maybe the strategy is to purposefully get yourself stunned when you're getting tight kited. It doesn't sound very reliable though, but it seems like the best thing that's been going so far for us. what if Identity 5 was a Coraline crossover this whole time? I've been thinking about that. Coraline and Identity 5 have serious connections. Dude, Dev should do a Coraline crossover. That would be epic. Come on. Then it would actually make sense. We wouldn't have these random anime crossovers that just have buttons for eyes, even though it doesn't match the anime at all. Alright. I like the insolence. I'm pretty sure we absolutely need the tension. Once you have the tension, you're not going to be relying on your hot wax anymore. Now you can kind of use your cool wax to stun them in place and then hit them with your detention that way. And plus the nice thing about the cool wax over the hot wax is that the cool wax will never go on cooldown. It can only go on cooldown if you activate the molten wax, in which case you'll have to wait for the molten wax to disappear before you can start freezing them in place. So in certain situations, the cool wax is actually better than the hot wax, which is kind of intriguing. That the zero presence would be better in some cases than the max presence. Dang, the game just kind of froze because it's trying to load in too many things at once. This Coraline crossover is just a second Junji Ito crossover. Makes sense. I guess that's fair. I prefer pal speed and insolence, but I guess I've only played a day, so trying attention tomorrow. Keep trying stuff, Scabula. I'll try it eventually as well. But I'm pretty sure if you start going no detention, you're gonna have survivors that are just gonna get free rescues on you. Like if there's a mercenary with tide turn who didn't rescue the whole game, even if he's at half health, or you have a gravekeeper or forward, you're kinda done for. Because if they have any sort of ability left, they're just gonna use their speed ability or shovel to just speed right up to the chair. Hopefully we can get stunned right here. It's not gonna happen. Okay, I mean it's a distraction. Oh my gosh, but it takes forever to break the pallet. Nice, we actually get some bonus wax on her because we hit the window with wax. Maybe I should have hit the window. Ooh. Okay, slight consideration. Maybe I should have hit the window more with the wax. Nah, because then if this survivor knows what they're doing, they're just going to transition before I start breaking the pallet because they see I'm trying to cover up the window. Oh my gosh, we're gonna lose all our wax because of the walls. Oh my god. Well, at least I got insolence back, so I'll be able to get a free 25, but you guys are kind of seeing pallets with walls besides them where you can't just go around them is a big problem for wax artists. We're actually gonna get a free hit here because he chose to walk here. Man, but I just got my second hit. I'm actually gonna go chase the coordinator now. Because it's the same thing as psychologists, except now we're gonna get more presence. If we kept chasing the psychologist, we would have been looped at hospital like crazy. We gotta be careful here. We can't really afford to get shot right now. Can I not? That stinks. Ah. Okay. I guess that's okay, but not really, because we're already down so much time. Oh my gosh, thank you all for just blocking my wax. Makes total sense. I can't even stop that window vault because there's a wall in the way. So we're just getting kited like this. The same thing would have happened in hospital though. There really is no option. At least this way we got an item out of the corner, so we're not going to be as screwed late game when they're going to go rescue. So now they don't have a gun or anything to help with the rescue, but honestly I can't see us winning this anymore. Dang, they're doing that, Cypher? It was right behind me! Ah. Please, I need the damage. Yes, she hit me. Never have I been so happy to get hit by a pallet before. It just speeds up the process so much. We absolutely have to chair by the cipher. And they don't have a dumpling. I'm not even gonna bother waxing it, because honestly, what's the point? I mean, I guess if they do an early rescue, it might have some value waxing it. Like, there's not even a point aiming wax at this person. Oh, shoot, you just came here for no reason. You stupid tree! That is so unfair. Oh, come on, that's not a hit. I tested his hitbox, that should hit. Please shoot? No, you're not gonna shoot. Nah, you're not gonna shoot. Well, once again, thankfully the survivors are viewing the wrong cipher. They shouldn't be doing the cipher anymore. Why are you healing? Why is he healing still? Now we're gonna deal with you. So at least she'll have hot wax on her, but it's only gonna activate for one time. After which it does nothing. This. Oh. This is rough, this is rough. Please charge up quicker. Yeah, she stunned me. I don't know why she did that. Now I can just freeze her. Actually, why am I even shooting at her? I can just hit her down. I don't think we're gonna even need the cool wax. Hello, camera! Dude, what is wrong with the camera? Okay, well, it's not gonna matter. It might matter now! Yep, it mattered. It mattered. Camera actually mattered. This is just not fun. This is not that fun to play. This is more painful, if anything. Okay, so what I'm getting so far is, we're definitely having a lot more success by allowing ourselves to get stunned and just eating pallets that way. Take a shot every time Seki walks into the pallet. It's better than trying to go around the pallet and hit them with wax. It's not gonna work out. At least that way we get a free 25 wax. And if they don't drop the pallet, we hit them for free. If we win this, I'm gonna... We won that. Edgar is an installing identity file. Let's go. Hi, Brazilian here. Welcome to the stream, Anna. Nice to have you here. Always nice to have lots of viewers all over the world. We got some from Europe, Asia, Brazil. I have a friend actually from Brazil I did an interview with. She interviewed me, and she put a video up on her channel. Her name is Joy. You guys might know her. I did an announcement about her a while ago. But, yeah. I wish... One of these days when a new hunter releases, I should get a few good friends in here, and they should go on meta survivor team, and then we could see exactly how well the hunter is able to deal with this. Like, I could actually be able to test out, you know, how good is getting stunned by a pallet when you're not going to be able to hit them. Because if you're not able to shoot at them directly behind a wall, then getting stunned by the pallet will be your only way. Unfortunately, though, if they're at places like Hospital, or at Ruins on Hospital, or like at the Graveyard on Church, any pallet that you cannot go around and you have to break, it's going to take ages to break. And it's going to be really hard to catch up to the survivor. Is there a build here that's just up and left? I don't think so. Oh, we do. Broken wheel. I actually don't have time. No, go back to the other. I'll change my wax build later, and I'll go with the up build, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna include a ton of rage, and we're gonna include Desperate Fight, and the strategy is just gonna be walk into as many pallets as possible. what is Coraline? What are y'all talking about? Coraline is this movie where this girl has these two parents that she was ungrateful for, so she found a world where these two parents do everything for her. But at the end, they try to sew buttons in her eyes, so... sound familiar yet? Yeah, I hope it sounds familiar. Let's not chase her, because that's gonna be a serious pain to deal with as a wax artist. Please stun me. Dude, where is he? There was another survivor here. Okay, there he is. There we go, we found the prisoner. How you doing, bro? Bet you're not very happy to see me. Alright, we're gonna get some wax on him. Very valuable there. We got 30 wax on him. That's a big deal. Please freeze. We're just a little bit short. Nice. We're gonna get him though. If he dropped that POW, we also would have frozen him there, so I don't know what he could have done. In that situation, Wax Artist was actually pretty good. Okay. They need to buff this though. This solid wax sucks. They need to buff how fast the charging speed increases. And they need to buff the fact that it won't get stuck behind every single wall, though I don't know how they can buff that. I don't think they can, to be perfectly honest. That's just part of a flaw of the character where you just straight up can't hit over walls. It's really bad though. It's really obnoxious. Like, what are you doing? Like that time I overshot it. If there's walls in your way, how are you supposed to know what's over the wall and too far away, or what's behind the wall and won't count as a hit? Well, he left the cipher anyway though, so not a big deal. Alright. They're not rescuing, so this is exactly why I put teleport on. I thought they would vault the window there. I was ready to swing at that window, but nobody's there. Oh, that's a slow vault. And that's a terror shock! Yes, I should really put up a fast vaulting guide. There's actually a method to it. I was actually surprised when one of my viewers, no shame to that viewer by the way, no shame for thinking that, but one of my viewers actually thought that it was random. Like, that you couldn't actually control it. But there is a way of controlling it. You just gotta make sure that you're running in the direction of the window and that you're not running into the window for too long. If you're doing either of those things, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get a slow vault. That's what's going to happen. I just gotta finish my sentence. Okay, we can just walk through because she's leaving the pallet. The sensitivity on this camera though is so bad. Like, I'm trying to turn my camera. Someone in the video actually made a good point. You quite literally cannot turn your camera because if a survivor just moves to the side, there's nothing you can do. I mean, I guess you can just stop shooting at that point. Then what's the point of playing Wax Artist? Alright, I don't know why the psychologist was no, not the psychologist. Why was female dancer following me? My mistake there. I think I should have activated the solid wax first. And we're just gonna be able to do this to her. I keep forgetting. I need to test that. I need to shoot the solid wax first and then activate the hot wax. I need to see if it stacks up. Or does it start a brand new stack? By the way, guys, this psychologist still has her healing, so she can just straight up heal back to full health. Oh no, she's dead! Let's go! She's dead. Honestly, she shouldn't have even been rescued, but... that's besides the point. I kind of screwed up there. We don't talk about that. But yeah. Obviously, talking while playing Hunter is a very hard task. But we're trying our best out here. We're trying our best. After all, the point is to talk about the new Hunter and his uses. And I do think he has a few uses. It's just, it's really hard the times when you're getting encountered by walls and tight kiting. I don't think he went along the side of the map. I would have seen his shadow. Maybe he's just hiding in the corner. That's always a possibility. I might just help her back to the chair. Yeah, listen. Just in case I actually did miss him. But no one's there. No one's there. Seer doing 3 ciphers, I know, right? We gotta check the Seer's decoding after this game. Alright. He seems really boring to play, I know, right? Like, you'd think a hunter who practically has a gun would be fun to play, but the problem with the gun is that it keeps changing your camera angle, so you can't just set up a camera angle and then start shooting. You literally have to go in that annoying camera position before changing anything. And on top of that, he has no speed ability, he has no way of pressuring the ciphers, he has no mobility. Is Psyche good at Photographer? I've never seen him play. I used to play Photographer a lot back when he was S tier, but now that he's not S tier, I don't really see a purpose of playing Photographer. It's just a lot of luck. Like, you memorize spawns the first round, and then after that you just blink the survivor with half health. Who has like 44% HP or whatever that decimal is, 33? Whatever half of 75% is. That would be like around 37%. 38? Somewhere around that. Remember, change your build. Got it. Thank you, Scabula. So this time, instead of running detention, we'll try this. I don't imagine you use confined space, though it would be nice on maps like Unstacked because it does take a painfully long time to cover windows up sometimes. I think Quenching Thirst is going to be a little bit better though, just because, especially on the big maps, it's really going to come in handy with the teleport. Plus, if they're using something like Dancer or any type of faster decoder. Or any survivor that's just easier to chase. Dancer, I wouldn't say is easier to chase, it's just she relies more on stunning with her music boxes, so it kind of synergizes with my thing that I'm doing right here, trying to get stunned by pallets. But yeah, I would definitely buff the solid wax. The solid wax needs a buff. It takes too long to shoot that thing across the map. I mean, just look at Wu Chang. Look at the Wu Chang umbrella. Imagine if the Wu Chang umbrella took that long to charge up across the map. That would be so painful. There's a reason wax artists should have his solid wax speed charging increased. You don't have to increase the distance and you don't have to remove that 0.5 seconds thing. Just make it twice as fast and it would be fine. It would be much better. Alright, so thankfully we found a person in a bad area, so we're gonna get a little bit of wax on them if my camera works properly. So we have faster pallet breaking now, so we can do this! Oh, and now he can't run away or use his owl. Nice, so because we have faster pallet breaking there, we were able to take great advantage of that. If he stuns me here, I'm fine with that, but looks like we're not even gonna need to. Let's cover this up real quick. Oh, it did cover up. I thought it didn't cover up. I was about to complain there. I was gonna be like, what is wrong with this? Okay, but the problem is it only lasts for 10 seconds. How come Nayet's Cypher Control lasts for 20 seconds, but he can only do 10 seconds? What's up with that? That's not fair. Okay, that's kind of questionable. That's kind of questionable. By the way, I think I forgot to add a win for the last game right there, so let's do that. I'm not gonna pick him up yet because I want to kill someone in balloons. We're gonna do that. We're gonna pick him up and then start swinging. And then I started swinging. So anyway, I started swinging. Where is the portal? Dude, where is the portal? Did it just disappear? The portal just straight up disappeared. What happened to the portal? Oh! I kind of feel bad for that painter. That was unlucky timing. Why are they hiding in... Wait, they're... Where was the portal? Was it hiding under the wax? Was that a bug? I swear I would have seen a portal. Well, now Priestess is just gonna rescue the portal again. It's kind of annoying. So we have to camp inside a basement now. Priestess teleported into the Shadow Realm, I know, right? The Priestess just straight up made her portal disappear. And then when I go down in the basement, the portal is still there. Makes sense, makes sense. I think they're just healing up. Maybe Seer's gonna rescue. If Seer goes to rescue... No, okay, she did portal through. Watch this. Who else wants to go up this portal? Oh, you do! Let's go. That honestly shouldn't work. Oh no. That's actually okay. That's fine. Now we're just gonna hit him with hot wax. Come here, prisoner, prisoner. Hello, camera angle, you suck! Yeah, whoever said the cool wax stacks with the hot wax, you were very wrong. I was right. It doesn't stack. Oh my gosh, he's typing. Painter doesn't actually have a self-revive, so we could just let him chill. We can't let him chill anymore. Hello, camera angle! Yes! Okay, it actually worked. So that's good. Oh, you came back. Welcome back. As soon as I get my cool wax back, we're just gonna cover up that window. But you guys see, this is kind of like the problem. Oh no, this time he's just gonna straight up commit! Oh, okay, so we get a free knockdown. Let's go after the priestess now. We can just let them do their thing. Oh yes, free 25 wax, let's go. Wait, we might actually stun her right here. Ah, so close. Maybe I should have shot a little bit more. I actually don't need to shoot her. Is this just gonna be the game where I'm able to, I was trying to shoot a little bit further away so I don't cover myself up. Okay, enough of this. Let's just go kill the priestess. I've had enough of you scumbags. Y'all are going on the chair. Alright. So Painter is not dead on chair. Seer has been on chair. When is Seer on chair? Is Seer dead on chair? Yes, he is dead on chair. So if Seer goes to rescue, we are just going to kill him. Whoever we kill, Painter, not Painter, whoever we kill, Seer or Priestess is fine because they're both dead on chair. I activated the Howax way too early, by the way. Actually, no, we didn't, because it lasts 25 seconds and the chair lasts for 20 seconds. Sorry, for 30 seconds, so this is going to work out perfectly. Nice. The problem is the wax typically runs out by the time the person is rescued and you get out of hit recovery. We're just gonna kill Seer, he's dead on chair, and then we'll go after the priestess. So just gonna make sure we're gonna take advantage of Seer being knocked down. Unfortunately, priestess is going into hospital, but I don't think we have another choice, honestly. She is dead on chair, so she is our best option to chase right here. Maybe the other option is if I see someone shaking a cipher, I might just stop chasing her. She left hospital, so this is gonna be much better now. No. She didn't leave hospital. Yeah, this guy has absolutely no mobility, so I'm just getting screwed by walking in circles. That wax is even reach her, unfortunately, even though I walked through the portal. Nice, good job. Giving myself a compliment. Let's go. Alright. So now Priestess is down here. No one's behind this pallet, otherwise you'd be able to see them. I'm pretty sure, at least. Pretty sure you should be able to see them. That's okay. Actually, I have an idea. Let's force out a painting from him. At least force out a painting. Oh no, never mind. They finished the cipher, so now I can have to chase him. Let's go after the prisoner now. Actually, no. He's just gonna play me though. I know where prisoner is, so we're gonna go after the prisoner. Even though he's at full health, he has a much worse item. And yeah, once again, the hot wax does not stack with the cool wax, so just an FYI. Dang, he stunned me. I didn't actually want that. I wanted to hit him at like 90 wax. Here we go again. It's just like the meme. Here we go again. So we're just straight up getting countered by this area full of walls. Oh my gosh, this is really bad. I have no answer to these walls. Did he just transition? Yeah, if he's smart, he transitioned away. He did. Honestly, at this point, I'm considering switching targets. Yeah. That's perfectly okay, because we're going to get a free 50 wax on him. Nice. And we get we have a ton of rage. We have a ton of desperate fight. Okay, here's the question. Does hot wax stack on cool wax? That's the real question. No, it does not. So neither of the waxes stack. So they're anti-synergetic. They don't even work together well. Yes, that counts! Let's go. So in theory, he can hit through walls. Okay. Well, they got that done pretty quick. Oh, I should have used my solid wax there. My fault. I'll use it now. Never mind, he's just gonna run away in a different direction. It's okay, he's still gonna die because he ran here. So we have him either way. Okay, that didn't work. And I don't have teleports, so we're not going to be able to answer the prisoner. How they still get deciphered on? I guess it just takes forever to kill people with this hunter, which really stinks. Yeah, if this wax team charged faster, I would have maybe been able to shoot the game, but nah, it takes ages. Cool wax doesn't stack, but neither does hot wax. Hot wax does stack on cool wax. No, it doesn't. We just proved it right there that it doesn't. Hey, maybe the wax disappeared on me last second. Who knows? Because the wax disappears instantly for some reason. Alright. Cuppy thinks that when you use hot wax on cool wax, it stacks. So let's test that. We know that it doesn't if you try cool wax on hot wax. Hey Psyche, been a while, how are you? I'm doing good, and thank you. We're trying out the new hunter. I was more hyped for him before playing him, ironically enough. Hey Psyche, are you hyped for the upcoming storyline? What is the upcoming storyline? I don't look at leaks at all. Maybe I should be looking at leaks and actually taking advantage of it and then making videos on it and then getting tons of views on it. I should become the next example. Except someone who actually commentates it. Okay, here's the theory. We know that hot wax does not stack on cool wax. So if I put hot wax on this perfumer, and then we let it run out, and then we use cool wax. So right after we're about to get cool wax, let's heat up the perfumer. Man, it just disappears straight up. It doesn't even decrease. So we know for a fact that this doesn't stack. Yeah, it starts a new counter. But someone thinks that if you put cool wax, it stacks with hot wax. So let's test that. So there's the cool wax, and in theory, it should stack with the hot wax. Oh, it does! It does! It does! Alright. It does, Cuppy, you're right. How did I not see that? I may have not seen that because maybe the reason I didn't see it was because when you activate the hot wax, the wax icon disappears. So I thought it was starting back at 0. Okay, so it does. You got a point, Cuppy. I wish you could cancel the hot wax face. That would help his kid, exactly. I've been saying it so many times, but sometimes the hot wax is worse than the cold wax. Gosh, how many times have I said wax this year? They're updating the lore. That's cool, but it's been 3.5 years. They called him a madman. Exactly. They're updating the story for Identity 5. The detective isn't in the same room. Can finally leave after 3 years. Okay, now that's cool. It better not cost money. It better not cost money. Imagine it's like hidden behind that paywall. I kind of want to check my record just so we can see how many wins we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we have 7. No, we have 8. I'm dumb. I'm done. Psychic can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have 8. Alright. Should I use teleport? Hard to say. I'll stick with teleport. It took him 3 years to find the missing child. I thought they would never help him find the missing child. Because if the detective ever finds the missing child, why would he ever come back to the manor? I guess he would have to care enough. He would you know, after he solves one mystery, he would continue to solve the next, which is at the manor. I guess that's why. But otherwise, if he finds the girl, what's stopping him from being at the manor anymore? Because the whole reason you're able to log in and play the game is because the detective is trying to find this girl, but you know he can't. So you're still in this manor 3 years later. Unfortunately, there's no cipher at middle, so I'm not gonna be able to get an easy target. This is gonna be really annoying because this survivor's probably just gonna drop the shed pallet right away. No, they're not. Which kind of helps us. Alright. I thought they would go back to that pallet, but this is fine as well. This is also fine. Honestly, if the psychologist was a little bit quicker, she should have just walked away. Walked away towards the pallet and then dropped the pallet and then of course drop it before I'm in range. And then she can just transition away. Kind of. I'm running faster power because so I don't know if it would work. Okay, that's actually great. Yo, we're actually destroying this. We're actually doing amazing right here. Oh no, right as I said that. Actually, I have an idea. Let's wait a little bit for the psychologist's healing to run out. I want to wait for the healing to run out first. Dude! Wait, my camera! Hello, camera? Wait, where'd she go? Guys, where did she go? Oh my gosh, I blame this on the camera. Okay, that is so stupid. What's up with my camera? Ah, that's not even my fault. The camera is just so, it has no sensitivity, so then when I'm shooting around, I'm trying to shoot at her. And then she's just walking in circles around me, and I'm like, where'd she go? Well, we wasted so much time, unfortunately. And I don't even have hot wax. So we're not in the best shape. Thankfully, he just did a super quick rescue there, which is going to be awesome for us. And I'm actually thinking about just killing the patient now. Well, that didn't work at all. Should we kill the patient now? I think we should, because we're just going to get kited at this factory. Like, there's no way we're going to kill the psychologist now. I have to do this or else we're getting cypher rushed. If I chase that psychologist, I guarantee you guys we would not be catching her anytime soon. Like, on top of that, she would be dying away from the ciphers even when we do catch her. So that would be the other problem, even if we did catch her quickly. Oh my gosh, please don't get stuck in trees. Am I gonna be able to take advantage of that even? Please drop it. That sucks, because there's walls in the way I still can't take advantage of it. That's cool and all, but because my big blob of goo only increases his stickiness by... Oh my gosh, are we calling it stickiness now? Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? We actually have 2 patients this game, by the way. Please shoot. You suck so much. That's really annoying. Alright, guys. HQ has a new plan. We hope that the survivors are dumb and keep decoding this cipher. That's the new plan. So far, it's working. No, they're working on another cipher. This is so painfully bad. Oh my gosh, but then they're just gonna pop that one, so what's the point? Okay, well, at least we killed Psychologist quickly. I don't know what she was doing. Well, guys, this game is going great so far. It's okay, guys. Do not doubt us. We got this. We can win this still. Well, maybe not win, but I'll count it as a win if we get a tie somehow. Well, now you have to go in my direction, so how's that? How you like that? Okay, now we should get hit. But they have Cypher's primed, so this isn't gonna help me that much. And we will be able to get a tie out of this at least. At least I should. Dang it, he didn't vault the window, just use his bug. Okay, I have to keep him in this area though, at least somewhere near Psychology so I can pick her up in time. Oh gosh, these walls are so painful, I can't do anything about this. This is not fair. If I was Rip right here, he'd be dead. Every time he vaults that pallet, I can't do anything. Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. This is not fun. This is not fun in the slightest. Oh gosh. I have to check if I have tinnitus here first. Okay, good thing I didn't teleport out the gate because I see someone there. They're just gonna rescue. I don't have intention. Yeah. Honestly, I don't see us winning this game. Well, the good news is they think I have attention, but I don't. We're still really screwed though. We can't do anything. Well, never mind. Someone thinks it's a good idea to run back here. Yo, if you body block for them... Okay, did we just pull in a win here? Sorry, a tie. Is this a... Did she use her self-revive? I can't remember. Just in case she did, I'll drop it. Well, I'm pretty sure she didn't. I'm pretty sure she did, I know. We should have lost. I don't know why they came back to this gate. We should have lost. We should have lost. This is some big brain stuff right here. What else do you gotta say? Especially with a name like Fat Fart? Come on, guys. What were you expecting? You guys really expecting amazing plays? Come on, guys. Not with a name like that. The only reason I came back was because they ran to the gate, so I knew exactly what to do. But if they just ran to the other gate, we were done. Why didn't the patient go behind the walls again? Beats me. Like, that's literally all you had to do. The crates The crates, the walls, everything. Even after they evolve pallets, sometimes your wax shoots the side of the wall instead of the pallet. Instead of over the pallet or like at the pallet. Oh, I miss the days where I could just use Ripper and Exploit on stream. This is actually pain. You'd use Blink this match, maybe? We'll see. We'd need a map with no walls, exactly. The only map with no walls, or at least like walls you can shoot over, is Moonland. Moonland you can shoot over with the walls. Most of them, at least. This though? This? Church? Nah, that ain't happening. We'll see though. Maybe we'll have someone run into my spawn. Yes, we do. Okay, if he stuns me, that's okay. Oh, I want him to stun me. It's kind of annoying. Nice. Okay, that's one stun. Problem is, it's gonna take a long time to walk back to him. And if he's just gonna use walls to his advantage. Okay. I mean, it's working, but it's really slow. This is really a really slow process. Okay, we're gonna hit him right here next. I mean, it works. It works. So my theory does indeed work. Even if you can't get any actual wax on him. That hook! That was a pretty sad hook, I'm not gonna lie. F for that hook. Even if he did hook, I swear that hook was into the brick wall, not at the other wall. Alright guys, congrats! After all that pain and suffering of killing our target, we get absolutely Cypher Rush because we can't answer the Cyphers. I'm gonna hold on to this in case he runs to the window. Huh, he just stays completely still. Oh, he actually turned around. I was just expecting him to be AFK. Alright, this is fine. This is fine, guys. Guys, this is fine. We got this. I know they just rescued, but I have a new strategy. Please shoot! You're so annoying. Guys, HQ has a new plan. Just give up all hope and start chasing a new target and kill everyone at every single cipher. So they can't work on the ciphers. And hopefully, pray to God we find the patient later on this game. Everyone pray with me that we find patient eventually this game. There's no point of this because we don't have hot wax. Alright guys, you guys praying with me? I'm gonna need your energy, guys. I'm gonna need to hit you if we have any chance. Nice, so we wasted her heal. Now she has no heal for the rest of this game. Please don't finish that! You better not. Okay, this is kind of annoying that basement's not here, otherwise I would be looking way better. Yes, 25 wax. Yes, 50 wax. Hot wax, because we just learned that hot wax stacks with cool wax. Even though I could just basically hit him right here. I'm being fancy for absolutely no reason, and I should have saved my hot wax for the rescues. But no, I'm dumb. So I just wasted it all right there. Okay, in all seriousness, I shouldn't have used that hot wax, so I should just basically hit him. Hey, at least we practiced our aim a little bit, right? Okay, we waxed that. Even though it doesn't cover the cipher, at least no one can decode it for literally 5 seconds. And then we wax that. And then they can't decode it. Oh, this is that was super necessary. Nice. Sears AFK. This is skill. This is absolute skill. No, he's not AFK. He actually. Okay. Well, the wax only lasts so long. That entire interaction gave me lung disease. Hey, lung disease is very serious. No need to joke around about lung disease. This is a very serious illness. Well, would you look at that? They're down to 1 cipher somehow, even with that amazing early game and that amazing mid game. We are down to 1 cipher. Congrats, guys. Waxars is A tier. Yep. Just remember when I said he's A tier, guys? Yeah, about that. Yeah. I'm not too sure about that, Chief. Well, we're just gonna have to let them rescue. It's kind of annoying. Alright, let's hope he doesn't have any more hooks. If he has any more hooks, I'm gonna give up on life. There we go. Beautiful hook there, sir. Now that was some top tier. The hook I meant, not my wax. Okay, now I'm being toxic. Alright, now they're trying to work on a new cipher. And that cipher is already shaking. I'm actually very concerned. But we're not going to go after it. We're just going to camp for now. Let's break this, because I don't like this pallet existing. There. It's not existing anymore. Ah, yes, I'm at peace now. Just going to wait a little bit. Man, the animations are hard. Wait, did I actually stop that rescue? No way. I'm pretty sure she just wasn't spamming the rescue button. If you spam the rescue button, then you would get that rescue off. She would have gotten that rescue off. Unfortunately, like I said, guys, we have absolutely nothing for that cipher. At least if I was Ripper here, I would have some like fog. I'd be able to move so quickly around the map, but no, I'm stuck with this garbage. Nah, fam, we can't have happy things in this game. We have to move at the pace of a bonbon walking across the map. This is absolutely Hi, Psyche. Welcome to the stream, Moises. Nice to see you here. And there we go. We got our 9th win. Guys, remember the Nyan stream? How we were absolutely dominating all the games? That's how you knew Nyan had potential. Like, I know we weren't going against the world's best survivors, but if you're dominating the even mediocre survivors, then there's some potential against good survivors. But if we're having a hard time against even mediocre survivors, yeah, then I don't have good feelings about this hunter. Like, even if you manage to get a quick down, if those servers are far away, you have no answer to them. You have to walk away from the chair, and if you walk away from the chair, you have no easy way to get back to the chair. Waxhars is kind of hard to play against. I know it looks like it because we're not getting the greatest survivors, but trust me, if you get someone that's just tight-kiting you like crazy, or using pallets that you can't walk around, you have to break, and you can't even use wax on the pallet because if you try going around, their survivors just going to completely transition somewhere far away. Places like Arms Factory, or the ruins at Arms Factory, if you drop both those pallets right away, at that point there's no way you're waxing the survivor. You have to break at least one. But in terms of map control, you just have nothing in map control. You have to constantly hide behind walls when playing against him. Yeah, about that, Lolly. The thing is, dude, you're kind of doing that against every hunter. That's the whole reason Sculptor is good. If you didn't go near walls, then Sculptor would not be a good hunter. But because kiting is all about going near walls, I mean, pallets exist because of walls. That's the only thing that's stopping Wax Artists from being good, these darn walls. Like, you could be kiting normally, and you would be indirectly countering him because these darn walls are in the way. What do you even do then? Just hope they stun you, that's what you do. Hello, lucky guy. Are you gonna wall stun me, like I do to hunters? Okay, he has perfume. That's okay, because we get a ton of presents from that. Where is he going? This pallet? Really? Sir, you do know what's about to happen, right? Okay, let's wax him up a bit. Oh my gosh, wax him up. This is getting out of hand. And then hit him. So then, when we go back to him, we just have to wax him up a little bit and he'll be frozen. Oh my gosh, but because he has veteran bonus, this is kind of an issue. If he didn't have veteran bonus. Nice, we sniped him. But literally all the wax disappeared. Why does it disappear so quick? That's not fair. Literally, this lucky guy isn't going behind walls and he's still countering us because the wax disappears too early. Oh my gosh, we're getting absolutely wrecked. I give up. HQ has a new plan. We just randomly chase someone else when they're not expecting it. Oh yeah. Now this is how you big brain. I'm not even playing like a good hunter right now. I'm just being desperate because I know I can't kill that lucky guy because he's actually using... Like, that's not even the greatest window in the world, but it works against wax artists so well. Like, what do you do? This is the best I got. If they rescue Seer, oh well. Who cares? HQ says we need a new plan anyway. I don't think they are gonna rescue though, because there were 2 ciphers shaking and the 3rd cipher was perfumers. It's kind of annoying. Little fun fact: when you cover a cipher in wax, it becomes white, and that means the survivor can't decode it anymore. So just a little bit of a tip. That's how you know when survivors can't decode it anymore. Because you can wax up a little bit. But how do you know if you completely waxed it up? Okay, well I guess we're hitting you now. This camera sensitivity honestly needs a fix. And a really big one at that. Okay. Oh. I was actually trying to press the vault button, not my heat button, but that's okay. No, that's not okay. Wait a minute, did my heat just automatic? Oh no! Oh, it went away. That's why I couldn't vault the window. Yeah, we're kind of screwed because the last 4 ciphers are each in separate corners of the map. I mean, we're kind of praying the ciphers are near each other at this point so we can at least wax them, but now we can't do anything about this, and it's taking ages to walk to a cipher. I really want to save my teleport because I have a feeling we're going to need it more later on. Why the heck is someone working with a robot? Oh my gosh, it's the lucky guy, isn't it? Okay, see, now this is a better teleport. Yes! There we go. Hit you? No, you're just going to walk away. Maybe I should have waxed it, but let's be real here. The wax would disappear so fast anyway. What would be the point? Is she gonna struggle free? No, she's not. Wait, why isn't she decoding it? Okay, never mind, she is. You're really slow, Waxers. You know that? You know that, bro? You're really slow. You need some new cleats or something. This is actually out of hand. We're doing fine. Thankfully, they're working on a cipher near me for some reason. What is Lucky Guy doing? Now that I think about it, where is the Lucky Guy? Is he working on a cipher? No. Is the Lucky Guy just straight up looking in chest this whole time? I think he is. Well, the best we can do is stun this doctor in place, but otherwise, I can't really do a whole lot. That's good. So now they're just gonna work on that cipher, and I can't even chase the perfumer anymore because perfumer's really far away at this point. Okay, thankfully they're stacking up. Come here, Lucky Guy. Oh yeah, oh, you guys see these shots? Ooh, Psyche's got some snipes. That was hot, literally. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Okay. If I see a Cypher shaking from the perfumer, we're teleporting on the perfumer. That's the plan. And we're doing it right now. Come on, I really needed her to drop that power right away. Okay, let's cover this up first. Never mind, she transitioned away. Yeah, that's what usually happens when you try doing that. You just transition away. That's good. And now we're in a really good spot. We're actually gonna kill this perfumer now. And Doctor's gonna heal herself up, but the point was to just prevent her from decoding, really. So by knocking her down, we prevented that. And now she has to heal up, which is wasting even more time. You're over here. Oh, how did I know you were there? I wonder how I knew you were there. You can actually see the shadow of a survivor for about 1 second right as they use the pocket watch. You can see their outline. For whatever reason, the game allows you to see the outline, like the outline of the top of their body and their head, right as they use the watch, so I knew he was heading in a direction behind me. So little hunter tip there. You can rewind the stream there and see what I'm talking about. You can quite literally see an outline right before they disappear, and then you can just hit them, and hopefully they didn't turn around and then turn back around again, because that would be the ultimate mind game if they were to turn around. Come on, stun me, yes. All right, come on, walk over there. Did I hit her? Yep, I hit her! That kind of doesn't hit. Okay, we're doing fine. We're doing good. I mean, then again, all the Doctor had to do was just not move. Now that was pretty good. That was a good combo. That was a good way of killing a survivor. Okay. I can't tell if we're just getting better at this hunter, or am I just getting bad survivors, or maybe both. But yeah. So far, just because of the fact that this guy cannot pressure ciphers, and that when he does pressure ciphers, it only lasts for 10 seconds, the wax on the cipher. And on top of that, because it takes several shots to wax up pallets and windows, so to the point where it's just better to use the solid wax, because it's way more accurate, assuming there's no wall in the way, which if there is, Wax Artist is just bad in general. I can't give him a rating higher than B. B is the best I can give this guy. Honestly, he's leaning more towards C, if anything, because if you're facing good survivors, and they're just hiding behind walls all the time, which every pallet in this game is behind a wall, unless it's moonlit, in which case you can shoot over many of the walls. Then you're really screwed. You're really gonna be screwed over. Haven't seen a single prisoner, which surprises me. We actually had a few prisoners today. At least I have a good skin. I would agree with you there, but it's not even my account. It's just for the clickbait. Don't tell everyone. I remember I kited against the wheel for a good 3 ciphers. It was a winning kite, but no one rescued because they expected me to rescue myself with coffin. I don't use coffin on myself unless it's urgent. It really, I mean, it depends if your coffin was really far across the map, because if you did a 3 cipher kite, unless the whole kite was just vaulting one window, then you probably managed to transition away from the coffin at some point. And once you're far away from the coffin, it will be a good time to rebirth back, no matter what kind of rescue. No matter if it's first or second rescue. There should be a survivor here. Yep. But they might be hiding, which is kind of annoying. Why would they be hiding, though? They shouldn't be hiding. Okay, crows are moving here. The crows just... Okay, she was hiding. Oh, this area is OP for Wax Artists. Oh, that pallet is not good against Wax Artists. That just gave us a free hit. Oh, you're in trouble. Oh my gosh, I got stuck there for a second. Oh, that is good. Now that was pretty decent right there. Even though we couldn't hit over the walls, that was pretty decent. Some of you guys might be wondering, how did I know she was hiding there? You guys see these crows right here? These crows only fly up in the air when a survivor triggers them. You see, when I'm walking there near them, it doesn't trigger them. But if you see crows flying back down in an area, you knew a survivor had to be there recently. So you can kind of use that to guide your direction. As a result of those crows, I knew for a fact that she's not over there. She's more in this direction. Oh, you can also look up in the sky. You can visibly see the crows in the sky if you don't see them flying down. That could also work. Let's hit you. Always good idea to hit the rescue. Dungeon is here. And we're just gonna hit you again, actually. Just because you are giving us free presents, and we are gonna be able to build up on this doctor's. She is tight hitting us, but we do have the hollow wax. This is kind of rough, though. Oh no, she went... Camera! Why you suck so much? I was shooting the ground. I was literally shooting the ground. Okay, this should stun her. I forgot. Hot wax doesn't stack with cold wax. That's so unfair. How is that fair? That is not fair in the slightest. They need to change that as well. That should be changed. Like, sure, don't make it hot wax. Don't let it kill the survivor at that point if you got rid of your hot wax and it turns back to cold wax. But don't make it disappear. Come on. Actually, I don't think I should have destroyed that. I'm pretty sure I read in the book that increases rocket chair progress. The red box. Dang, we're so done. Oh wait, no, we're not done. We spotted her from far. We have a chance. I'm saying there's a chance for this. Nice. But if that was like a mercenary or something, we wouldn't have had a chance. Oh, that's kind of annoying. If I was Ripper, Ripper has such a fast recovery from balloon swipes. Well, they transition away anyway. Alright, let's just stall her for now until we get the hot wax back. Because it does stack up. Don't forget, it does stack up with the hot wax. It doesn't stack with cold wax. If you go from hot wax to cold wax, it doesn't stack, but it does with from cold to hot. It does with cold to hot, so gotta keep that in mind. I think she's trying to rescue herself with the robot. I'm not sure, but I did hear something. Well, she's not rescuing herself with the robot. Maybe it's hiding behind a wall. Who knows? Let me check. Nothing that I can see of. Dude, she's so close to dying! Yes! She died! That was epic! Yes! We got a torch! That was so lucky! 2 lucky things in a row! Oh, it doesn't get luckier than that. Oh my gosh. Dude, she died from the hot wax right before. Right before she died from the hot wax disappeared. Right before the hot wax disappeared, she died from it. That was amazing. Okay. That was lucky. That was what I call luck. We'll do one more game. Since this is in rank, we can just keep going. I would like to see an acrobat, though. That would be interesting. He could jump over Paltunos way quicker, to the point where like there's no chance we're gonna be able to cover them. Especially since he could jump from a distance. Someone's asking what makes Hunter so unbalanced. Is someone saying that hunters are unbalanced? Well, in a way, you can argue they are. In a way, you can argue they are, but if you argue that the hunters are unbalanced, you have to say the same for survivors. Because both are completely broken at this stage of the game. It used to be that both sides required way more skill. Back then, the best survivors in the game were Magician and Thief and Coordinator. All those survivors are not free kites by any means. You don't have amazing abilities to the point where if you use them, you're just completely free from any harm. You do have to use it and be careful when you use it. Thief, you just straight up didn't use the flashlight. Because Thief had 15% vaulting speed increase, so that's why people used them. Not for the flashlight. In fact, if you use the flashlight, you most likely die. And the best hunter in the game at the time was Clown. Clown was the best hunter in the game. There were no better hunters. But then they started adding stuff like Perfumer. So then they buffed Ripper, and Ripper was completely broken. And I mean, you could argue that he was broken. At the time, he was. But ever since they started like adding stuff like Mercenary, buffing him, and adding all these survivors like Priestess. Priestess used to be D tier, by the way. And then they started buffing like stuff like Priestess, Mercenary. They started adding Seer. Gravedigger was added, and like so many survivors just have these tanky abilities against this Foggy Blade. As a result of Ripper, they had to add more powerful survivors, especially because Spider existed. Spider was even better than Ripper. Dude, Spider was S++ tier. That's how good Spider was. And then Dream Witch started becoming meta, and then Blood Queen started becoming a meta, so you kind of need to add more survivors in the game that can counter those mirrors, like Gravekeeper. And Forward and Mercenary, it really forces meta, those types of hunters. And then at that point, once you have... At a certain point, it just gets so bad. Because now, for every OP hunter, you need an OP survivor. And for every OP survivor that's added, you need an OP hunter. The wax is just straight up gonna disappear because of the walls. That's really stupid. Yeah, this is completely fine, yeah. Alright. Did she not notice that I am breaking the box? That's okay. Wait, did I just see the mind's eye? Yo, I think I just saw the mind's eye. Oh, we're going back. Let's go! We found the mind's eye. I don't know what she's doing here, but we found the mind's eye. Nice. Froze her in place. Oh, this is gonna be a lot easier. No, the thing is she's at Graveyard though, so I'm not gonna be able to wax her for a while. What? She's leaving Graveyard. Okay, that's an interesting play. Yeah, this is very interesting. Very intriguing, to say the least. To say the least, this is incredibly intriguing. Thanks, I'm a decoder for my team. So I understand I need to learn like all these stuff. Okay, I don't think that person was talking to me. I read it all out anyway. The one comment I read after Chera survived. Hypothetically, we could freeze this coordinator in place if she shoots him. But it's not like it's gonna stop the rest of the path. I mean, I'm just gonna do that, and then hopefully I can hit her with wax, and hopefully she doesn't shoot me. Actually, there's not gonna be a need. She's just gonna oh, why did she vault that? Please don't shoot me. Don't shoot me! I'm hiding. I'm not dealing with you. That's okay, it was totally worth it. Why is the mind's eye going this area? Imagine how good this area would be if they put the pallets here instead. Oh my gosh, that would be so good if they put the pallets here instead. Oh man, imagine how good of a map this would be if they did that. Why didn't they do that? Oh, that would be a much better idea. Well, maybe not for the hunters. And if the devs were super crazy, they would add a second pallet on the other side as well. Oh, that would be good. That would be awesome. Oh, I dare you use your prisoner shock on me. Well, we terror shocked him there. But even if I didn't terror shock him there, what would have happened is... Okay, please shoot me, because then we get a free swing. Oh, come on. Okay, that was pretty well played on her end. I gotta admit, that was pretty well played. I guess we'll knock you down. Wait a minute, I don't even have to chase the mines anymore because no one can rescue. We'll just do this and we're gonna get free 2 easy kills. This is way better than going after the mines out. Oh, this is some big brain hunter game sense right here. In this situation, because no one can go rescue, and because they don't have ciphers primed anytime soon, we're just gonna do this. And there is nothing they can do. They have to double rescue at this point. Yeah, so there's one survivor. Let's cover you up. Yeah, they're double rescuing. And then we're gonna activate the hot wax. And we're gonna just spray them. Are you gonna rescue? I guess not. I think maybe they gave up. Maybe they gave up. Yeah, they probably gave up. Alright. Nice, so we do win the last game. Overall thoughts about wax artists. I wish he could be better. There are certain things the devs should do to buff him. First of all, that solid wax, I think should increase the wax by 50 and not by 25. 25 is way too low. Especially since it's already so hard to aim your actual gun. It would actually make it way more viable if his solid wax actually did more wax on the survivor. If it covers up an entire pallet and an entire window, why shouldn't it cover up why shouldn't it halfway cover up a survivor? Just my thoughts. Additionally, I do think that charge up needs to be a little bit quicker for the wax. You don't have to make it extremely quick, but what I want is... Oh yeah, okay, I just realized something. Okay. Honestly, keep the 0.5 seconds. The 0.5 seconds is kind of dumb, to be honest, because you can't drop wax at your feet, so maybe they could remove that as well. I would be fine with that. But what I really care about is they need to increase how quickly the charge of that wax is, because when I'm trying to charge up a solid wax, it takes way too long to aim that thing. I mean, the survivors can see you from a mile away trying to aim it, because it takes way too long to aim if they're from a far distance. I do wish he was a little bit better than that. Kind of underwhelming that we waited 3 months for this, and this is the new hunter that we get. But hey, he's still kind of fun nonetheless. They had to fix his gun, because every time you try aiming with the gun, it auto aims the camera into the middle of the screen, and it's really, really annoying. The sensitivity also needs to get fixed, because that is not fun to deal with as well. Like, it's a lot of mechanical issues with this hunter. I think he could be better if the hunters just face the frustrating aspects of him. Not even the things that make him bad. It's just the mechanics make him even worse than he has to be. So fix the mechanics, make the charge on the solid wax a little bit faster, and make it 50 instead of 25. And I think he'll be maybe A tier, maybe. What did Ripper's Fog Circles do? Ripper's Fog Circles gave him infinite Foggy Blades. Well, no one knew that. No one knew that. So when the devs saw his usage rate really low, and like they saw Persuade rating him at C tier, because Persuade was the biggest identified YouTuber at the time. That dude had like gained 10,000 and like 20,000, 30,000 in just like a few months. He has 60,000 now, or maybe even 70,000. He got pretty big insanely quick, and he was one of the first to make a tier list. He put Ripper in C tier because no one knew at the time that Ripper had infinite Foggy Blades inside the Fog Circle. So if they were to ever buff Ripper, make it so his full presence spawns Foggy Circles on people when they stay still. Because that's how Foggy Circles spawn. Foggy Circles only spawn if you as a survivor stayed still for 10 seconds. Meaning that if you were decoding a cipher, if you were trying to hide somewhere, this is the thing about Ripper. You couldn't hide from Ripper back then, because if you hid from him, a Foggy Circle would appear over you and expose exactly where you are. It would spawn right in the middle of you. The center would appear on top of you, so the Ripper can just find the center of the Fog Circle and know exactly where you were hiding. I'm pretty sure it also counted if you were inside of a locker, so... if anyone ever tried doing that, it would be right on top of the locker, and that wouldn't look good for you. Because Ripper didn't see a lot of usage, his Fog Circle only lasted for 3 months. They got rid of the fog circle in October of 2018, which is 3 months after the game released globally. And they gave him what he has today. After that, he never got another nerf, and he never got another buff. Technically, recently, he got a buff where he's no longer slowed down while walking hidden in mist. That was such a minor thing, honestly. It doesn't even count as its own buff. It was just an annoying thing when you were carrying survivors, mostly. But, yeah. So, yeah, if they want to buff Ripper, honestly, they should give him back his Fog Circles. Give him back Infinite Foggy Blades. As his full presence, I think that would be fair. And, I mean, that's especially fair considering we have stupid stuff like Mercenary and Forward that will now have to be forced to use their elbow pads to run out of Foggy Blade zone, and then after that, they still have to deal with the Foggy Blade that you carry around outside of the foggy zone, which would be really nice. They basically added Ripper OP at the start, gave him a few touches, and never touched the character again. Yeah, basically that's what happened. It's hard to say if he actually would have been OP though. I mean, the meta back then it was Thief and Magician, so it probably would have been. Like, there's no way if you're behind a wall, he's just gonna spam you with Foggy Blades behind the wall. And those hitboxes on the blades are really big. Do not underestimate them. They hit behind trees. It's crazy. They go on the side of a tree and then hit you behind it. I've had it happen to me. It's absolutely painful. Imagine if the buff is the Crystal Terror Foggy Blades. That wouldn't be that good of a buff, honestly. Because at the end of the day, Survivors was still... Like, if you're a good Ripper, you're not going to need 3 Foggy Blades to hit a Foggy Blade. Come on. And if you're facing good Survivors, the Survivors won't really be stacking up. I mean, maybe on a rescue, but... Preferably, you should be stopping the rescuer rather than allowing them to rescue and then going for triple Foggy Blades, because then you're having to wait on Tide Tuner. Alright, guys. We're gonna close out the stream here. Thank you guys so much for joining along. So yeah. I would say he's a C tier hunter. Final case. If they gave him a few touches on the solid wax and made it so that he could control whether he wants Hot Wax or War Max, like if you could cancel a Hot Wax, that would be awesome if you could do that, but not necessary. And if his solid wax charged a little bit quicker, plus if it gave you 50% wax instead of 25, that'll make him a lot better as well. Plus, if they made it a little bit longer that you wouldn't be able to vault pallets and windows, as well as making it a little bit longer where you can't decode cipher machines. Because 10 seconds is way too short for a cipher machine, especially since now I can cover it for 20 seconds. Psyche, are you going to stream Amori on the weekend? Not this weekend, unfortunately. Because I am going to my dad's house. So I do hope you guys have a great night or have a great rest of your day. If you guys want to see more streams like this, I stream every Mondays and Thursdays. It's from 20 o'clock to 22 EST time zone. I also stream Amori sometimes on the weekends. This weekend I'm not, but next weekend I most likely will. I don't see why not. And you guys can also join the Discord server if you want. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining along, and I will see you all later. Take care, guys. Have a good rest of your day. This has been Psyche.